friends, let's see today's really easy egg biryani. It gets ready also very quickly. So here I'm just going to boil 5 eggs in 4 cups of water for 10 minutes on a medium flame. Once the eggs are nice and boiled, I'm going to peel them, add some salt to taste, some red chili powder and haldi powder, and mix all of this really well and set it aside for 5 minutes. Now all the ingredients with their measurements and the method of preparing the biryani will all be given in the description box below. Now here I've cooked 1 cup of basmati rice in 3 cups of water till it's just about cooked, not completely cooked but just a little bit underdone. So it should look like this. And once that is done, we're just going to drain it over a colander or a sieve and set it aside to cool. And you can see this way the grains of rice are nice and separated. Now in a pan, I've taken 2 tablespoons of oil and I've cut up 2 large onions really fine like this. And I'm going to fry them, in 2 batches. So half of it, in the oil. And again, once that is nice and golden brown, take that out and fry the rest. That way everything will get evenly cooked and evenly browned. So we want these onions to be nice and golden brown in color and crispy like this. So once one batch is done, you can add the other half and do the same with that. Now in a large pot, I'm going to add about 1.5 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter. You can also go with oil, but ghee gives a real nice flavor to the biryani. Now once our ghee is nice and hot, I'm going to add a paste. I'm going to add the eggs that we have marinated in the chili powder and the haldi, and I'm just going to fry them but cover them because they do tend to splutter. The masalas do tend to splutter, so just fry them for about 2 minutes and then take them out. Now in the same oil, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of this ginger, garlic and green chili paste that I've prepared. That I've used 4 cloves of garlic, 1 inch of ginger and 4 green chilies and ground them to a coarse paste. So I'm going to fry this paste really well in this remaining ghee. Now I'm going to add 1 medium-sized onion that I've chopped fine. So this is like a 1-pot biryani and it's really easy. So I'm going to add 1 medium-sized tomato and we have chopped fine and even cook that really well. So mix everything really well together. Let it get fried nicely. Now we're going to cover this and cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes till the tomatoes are nice and soft. Next I'm going to add 1/4 cup of pudina. So I have half a cup of pudina, half a cup of finely chopped coriander. So I'm going to use half of that in the bagar and the remaining half for the garnish. So I've added 1/4 cup of pudina or mint leaves and 1/4 cup of coriander. Now I'm going to add half of the fried onions as well. Next, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of coriander powder or dhania powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder or jeera powder. Mix all of this really well together. This is a very flavorsome biryani and it's so easy to prepare. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder and half a teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder. This will give the biryani a lovely color as well. So we're going to mix all of this really well together. Now try and mash up the tomatoes. They are soft, so they get mashed up really easily. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of biryani masala. You can use any kind of biryani masala, any brand. And just about 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. Now I have a recipe for homemade garam masala. I'll leave a link below. So mix all of this really well together. Cover and cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now I'm just going to add some salt to taste. Again, mix everything really well. And now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of thick dahi or curd or yogurt. I'll leave my recipe of how I prepare curd or yogurt at home. And mix all of this well. The dahi just helps everything to get, a little bit moist and get everything really well together. And now I'm just going to add this rice that we had cooked. Try to use basmati rice. It looks nice also and it really gives that it really elevates the taste of the biryani. Now mix everything really well together. Now I'm going to add the remaining chopped mint leaves or pudina as well as the coriander leaves that we had chopped up for the garnish. Mix all of that really well together. This pudina also adds a lovely flavor to the biryani. Now we're going to add all the remaining fried onions, mix everything together. And now you can add the boiled eggs either whole, but I like to chop them up into half or cut them up into half. And that way the biryani also looks nice and pretty. And plus the egg also gets really coated well with the rice and the masalas. And then very gently, mix everything really well together. Do try out this recipe, guys. You'll love it. And I love to combine this with some raita. So what I do is I just take some curd and beat it up and add a little bit of salt and some grated cucumber, a little bit of chopped onions, a little bit of garam masala, and it is a real great accompaniment to this biryani. So I hope you like today's recipe. Do give it a try and let me know your comments. potato salad recipe. Now first we're going to hard boil the eggs. So for that I've taken 4 cups of water, to which I'm going to add 3 eggs. We're going to bring it to a complete boil and then simmer it for 3 to 5 minutes. After 3 to 5 minutes, just turn off the heat and cover and let this come to room temperature. And after that, place the eggs in cold water for 5 minutes. Similarly, I'm going to boil 2 small potatoes for about 10 minutes and let them come to room temperature. Now the eggs are nice and they've come to room temperature completely. They've cooled down, and now I'm just going to tap them gently onto any hard surface. They will just crack a bit and then just take off the peel. So if you boil the eggs in this way, the peel will not get stuck to the eggs. Never try to peel very hot eggs, just come out of the boiling water. Let them cool completely and then only peel them, and then you'll get the perfectly boiled, hard boiled eggs. So in this way, I'm going to peel these 3 eggs. And now we're going to move on to the potatoes. So I've peeled the potatoes as well. And now we're going to cut the eggs in this manner. So first I'm going to just slice the egg into half like this. And now you know that it's hard boiled because the yolk has completely changed its color. If it's soft boiled, then the yolk is still a little, a dark yellow. Here it becomes a pale yellow. And I'm just going to chop it up into small pieces like this. So first you're going to cut it up into half and then, into smaller pieces. This is a real delicious salad, guys. You should make it. It's like a light meal. You can have it as a meal or an anytime snack. And it's okay if the yolk gets a little separated from the whites. It's fine. Don't get worried about it. And now that we've chopped our eggs, we're just going to transfer them into a large mixing bowl. Use a large bowl for this salad because then it becomes very easy to mix the salad once all the ingredients are added. Now next I'm going to cut the potato also into small even sized cubes. So you can prep all of this and keep it ready, and when you're ready to have your salad, you can just mix everything. So now I'm going to add the potatoes to the bowl. Now I'm taking 1 medium-sized onion. I've washed it really well, and then I'm going to cut off the edges like this, take off the peel. And then you can see in the center there's this little yellowish kind of a thing. Take that off. And now we're going to chop the onions really, really fine. So first I'm just going to slice them. And then I'm going to mince them really fine. It's very important for this recipe that the onions are chopped really fine because you don't want big pieces of onion, as you're having the salad. So it's very important that you chop them really, really fine. So just move your knife in this way, and it's good to if you use a really sharp knife. And then add the onions also to the eggs and potato. Now we have just one more ingredient to chop, and that is some fresh coriander. So I've taken about half a cup of coriander, washed it really well, and then I'm going to chop it really fine and add that too. So now we're done with all the ingredients that we need to chop. Now we just need to add some few more ingredients. Now here I'm going to take one medium-sized lemon. I've just cut it up, and I'm just going to squeeze out the juice of one lemon. So that comes to around 4 to 5 tablespoons of lemon juice. So this can be adjusted as per your taste. So now let's add the other ingredients. So first I'm going to start with mayo. So I'm using half a cup of mayonnaise. Next I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of English mustard, 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, black pepper powder, some salt to taste, and the lemon juice. And now all we have to do is just gently mix everything together. Mix it very gently because we don't want the eggs, breaking, nor we don't want the potatoes breaking. So very gently give everything a mix. And your lovely egg and potato salad is all ready to enjoy. Now I like to have this for, really chilled from the refrigerator. So you can chill it up and enjoy it.